Welcome to Ball Talk Deep, where we talk deep about ball. It's Andrade, and today we're talking about the gold medalist of the 2020 Tokyo Olympics basketball tournament, and that is, ladies and gentlemen, the United States of America. Had to wear this shirt. Don't really wear it often, but it's the right occasion. And man, did we get a game. If you guys haven't, go check out my last video where I did a preview of the game. We went into it. I also talked about NBC's coverage of the Olympics, my aspirations, hopes, and dreams for international basketball competition one day. And one thing that did come true was hopefully that the final game, whoever won, wouldn't be a breeze for them to cruise to that W. And that's exactly what happened. We did not get we did not get a blowout. We got a close game, tight to the end, fourth quarter, up until like the last couple of minutes and seconds. And yeah, just luckily by a strong performance from KD, proving why he's the Slim Reaper. Draymond Green proving why he's got such high basketball IQ. Greg Popovich proving why he's one of the all-time greatest coaches of basketball ever. And yeah, the USA basketball team was able to shed itself from all the criticism and noise and bullshit that they were facing, from starting with that preliminary loss with against Nigeria, and then their first official Olympic loss and Olympic game in this year against France. And that's why this final was, I mean, pretty hyped up, at least in my opinion, to an extent, because they were able to face the guys who gave them that fat L to start with. You know what I mean? And also kind of emphasized and increased the madness of like, okay, can USA men's basketball even go anymore? And we're gonna touch that on that a little later, because Draymond Green said on KD's IG live that he was gonna call people out. And if you go on his Twitter right now, he does call people out. He actually pulled through on it, and man, what this is why the NBA is so great, man. NBA players are some of the most entertaining entertainers in all of sports, in my opinion, honestly. But yeah, and if you guys don't know, if this is your first time watching BTD, one thing that we do is we present the tweets of the night for a certain game, a special event, whatever, and that's what we're about to get into, including highlights, stats, anything that stood out and had to do with this Olympic tournament and game. So let's just jump into it. Let's start off with this beautiful mosaic of photos. I actually got three, and it's gonna be like a timeline. First, let's start with the USA men's basketball team winning it on the court. You guys see all four of them celebrating like crazy. Everybody looks happy. Flags, USA colors. Beautiful moment. Draymond's face. And then transition. You see that celebration getting earned inside the locker rooms, where you got everybody just sipping it up. JaVale McGee popping bottles. What a beautiful sight. Hint, hint. Look at Dame and Bam together. What? No, I'm just kidding. And then we transition to the last part of when it comes to celebrating a big win like this, and that is they got their official medals today. And look at them all back on the court, holding that, biting the medal, posing for that historic photo. And man, what a beautiful scene. And let's go next to this is definitely a highlight moment of the tournament, I think. And that is, look at the way he waves that flag. And look at the confidence and just like the tenacity he does it with. He just got that mean mug at the end type shit. Like, oof, don't fuck with us. Don't fuck with him. Then let's get into some of the historics, continuing on that Kevin Durant train. Y'all see this right there. Finished with 29 points in Team USA's victory over France. That is tied for fourth most points in the gold medal game in Olympic men's basketball history. 2016, KD with 30. 2010, KD with 30. 1976, Adrian Dantley with 30. 2020, Kevin Durant, 29. Low-key, that should say 2021. I mean, if we're going to get the years right. And 1980, Renato Villa Alta with 29. So, kind of impressive, kind of crazy to see KD take up three of those top five slots. And continuing on his historic, how would we word this? Historic dominance in USA Olympics. Sports Center said 3-time Olympic champion, leading scorer in USA men's basketball Olympic history, first player to score 100 plus total points in 3 different Olympics. KD in the Olympics is, all caps, unmatched. And then moving on, let's talk about Greg Popovich, guys, because Greg was facing Greg, like we're on a first name basis, was facing a shit ton of just crap because the first couple of L's, and also supposedly we don't know for sure, tension in the USA men's team about like they didn't fuck with how he was running the Spurs strategy for this team. But long at last, he ended up taking it all with that gold medal. And if you look at his journey, I actually didn't know how far back his journey went with the Olympic team. In 1972, he was cut as a player from that Olympic team. In 2002, he finished 6th place as an assistant at the World's Champion. In 2004, he finished with the bronze medal as an assistant. And then in 2019, he finished as 7th as the head coach for the team at the World's FIBA tournament. And now he finally tops it all off with the gold medal as the head coach for the USA men's basketball team. Next, we got the Milwaukee Bucks pointing out quite a historic moment for Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday, who are now the first teammates to win an Olympic gold medal and an NBA title in the same year since Jordan and Pippen in 1992. That is those are 2 names you all like would love to be compared to. I can't wait to see the shit talking they do against Giannis when they see him back in the locker room or FaceTime him. You know what I mean? Just dope shit. And I think they did it within the span of a couple of weeks. Now let's hop into some highlights of the game that I had to share because these were just special moments. This one was going around. Draymond Green, legal FIBA goaltend. And you guys see that? You guys might be, if you guys aren't aware of FIBA rules, I wasn't too aware either. It might shock you, like, yo, what the hell was that? I had to include this. Quote retweeted John Hollinger. Let's start with the OG tweet. Genius level FIBA goaltend by Draymond. France had nobody on free throw lane for some reason, so he had a free shot at it. And J.E. Skeet said that was sick. I'll never understand people who don't realize Draymond is a basketball savant. Casuals. And then think about the fact that, you know, this man remembered this, a rule that he's not used to. You know, he's had great memory. And another fun thing, if you guys ever want to see how great Draymond Green's memory is there's a video of when he named, I think, every single player that got drafted before him. That video blew my mind. Next, we got, this is one that's not going to get shared a lot, unfortunately, but as they won, this is literally the end of the gold medal game. Look at Zach LaVine just whoop, boom. God damn, man. Best dunker in the world, man. Best dunker in the world. I don't want to hear it, man. Zach just, man, just so smooth with it. What a way to cap off the USA men's basketball team journey. And then lastly, I had to talk my shit real quick. Check out this clip, guys. Kevin Durant on IG Live with Draymond Green.
Everybody who said we was gonna take the L, they had some power rankings out.
Kendrick Perkins, you talk a lot of shit. A lot of shit. Act like you American.
They had some power rankings out. They had us fourth behind Slovenia.
Like this not our game.
Come on, man. Talking about they catching up to us. Like, are you serious? This skill is unmatched. You dig? Shout out to everybody that won this gold. Everybody that chipped in and helped out. We wanted the press conference, but I had to talk my shit real quick.
And talk his shit he did. I personally like that about KD. Like, he doesn't give a fuck. Like, he legit doesn't give a single fuck. Everyone kept saying early on that his social media use was because he's so sensitive. There was early on, I did kind of believe, not fully, but had my thought, like some sort of belief in it. Now I'm like, no, it's that he just really doesn't care and he just pops off. And at the end, I think maybe it might be a little balance of both, but I just love the fact that he's just out there. You know, he's as human as it gets, bro. He just doesn't care that he's Kevin Durant. He's this zeitgeist that, you know, the NBA culture and basketball culture has made him. Like, nah, he really is just a regular person. I mean, they all are. And he's just gonna use socials as he wants, as we all do. And that shit is fun as fuck, especially when you're a fan and you're able to witness it in real time. And I just had to end it with this graphic. The U.S. men capture a 4th consecutive Olympic gold medal at Tokyo 2020. and you just see that squad. That's just a beautiful, beautiful graphic. Shout out to whoever designed that. Props. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this episode. The USA Olympic team for basketball has now won, I think it was 7 out of the last 8, or ever since they've started taking pros to the Olympics, starting with the Dream Team in 1992. They've won every single gold medal except for that one. And we all know that one, what it is, and that's 2004, which was embarrassing. And I'm all for it, though. I'm all for it. I am, as much as I'm going to obviously root for this team, I said in the last video, my hope, my dream is that one day, whether it's the Olympics or the FIBA World Cup, becomes like the soccer World Cup, the football World Cup, where you just never know who's gonna take it, and then the hype and the media frenzy behind it just gets so crazy because everybody's tuned in. One, because it's a beautiful sport. I'm talking about soccer, but that's why basketball is a beautiful sport. It can be up there. It's so artistic too. And then 2, it's because in the World Cup, you honestly don't know who can win it. Is it usually one of the big countries that have all these talented players? Yes. But at the same time, there's so many big countries out there that, could take it. But on top of that, you got smaller countries that you just don't know might surprise you. At the very least, make it to the semifinals or upset one of these countries and take them out of being able to make it into the final. And one day I hope that's where worldwide basketball gets to, where the USA team not only sends pros, but sends their best pros. I'm talking about like LeBron, Curry, who else am I missing that didn't go? I don't know, just anybody, and just send their best. And it's not a guaranteed, or not a guarantee, because it's not a guarantee anymore. And we're already in the right direction for that. For what I'm talking about right now, but at least not expected or highly believed that, okay, they're the favorites. You know what I mean? Like, nah, USA enters the tournament and it's like, okay, they're one of the favorites, but you just don't know who's gonna take it. And hopefully one day, I can't wait to witness that basketball tournament, because I'm all about, as a basketball fan, I want to see the best product. I want to see the best competition. I want to see the best of the best go against the best of the best in the game. That comes down to the wire, and we did get that with this gold medal. But yeah, that'll just be beautiful. Imagine just like, as much as this one went down to the wire, imagine watching the gold medal game go down to the last couple of seconds, and they're representing their country. So like, clubs are huge, franchises are huge, but your country can be different. That's why Gobert was crying for France. If you guys seen that photo, like, these players are passionate about it, and the more hype something like basketball Olympics or FIBA World Cup gets, the more passionate they're going to be about it, because that pressure builds, and that value of that win builds. And man, we're on the right path. This finals showed it, and I just love everything that's going on with basketball right now. NBA trajectory, basketball trajectory, just skyrocketing. It's to the moon. And yeah, that about concludes it all. Signing off now. Don't forget to check us out, Ball Talk Deep, on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all podcast streaming platforms. That's Spotify, Apple Music, any other platform. We're on that. And yeah, let me know in your comments your thoughts on all this. You guys already know I love talking about this. Let's see, what can we talk about? What do you think it'll ever actually reach those World Cup hype or expectations within our lifetime? What you think of this game actually? Do you think the USA deserved to win it all, or do you think France should have won it? And yeah, that's about it. Oh, what are your thoughts on the Olympics so far? It's wrapping up. We're getting to the tail end of it all, and a lot of upsets and a lot of favorites. So it's a very well balanced Olympics, as most are. But yeah, until next time, the guys, take care.